In this video, we'll be reviewing how to create loose modifiers and modifier groups. Before you can start adding either of those, it's really important to understand the different use cases. Loose modifiers are used when an item has unique modifiers that aren't all shared with other products. For example, you might sell one salad that comes with croutons, blue cheese dressing, grilled chicken, and onions. And some examples of loose modifiers that you'd apply to that, chicken salad would be extra croutons. You can also add a price for each modifier, extra blue cheese, no croutons, no dressing, and sub-Italian dressing. Another product that might have loose modifiers would probably be another salad, right? So let's say we have a seasonal salad. The ingredients include romaine, walnuts, balsamic vinaigrette, grilled salmon, and cranberries. An example of loose modifiers that you'd apply to that particular salad are extra walnuts, extra balsamic, no walnuts, no cranberries, and sub 1000 island dressing. So as you can see, those loose modifiers are different, unique to those individual products. So it definitely makes more sense to create these instead of modifier groups. Modifier groups are ideal for products that share common modifiers or limit the number of a type of modifier a user can select. So let's say we have three burgers. We have a Swiss cheeseburger, deluxe bacon burger, a classic hamburger. A modifier group that would likely be applied to each of these products is commonly known as meat temperature. So when you create your modifier group, you'd be adding these modifiers: rare, medium, medium well, and well done. And in the settings, you can also indicate the maximum and minimum number of those selections a user can make. Another example is, let's say something that comes as a meal. So we have two products, the seafood basket, the grilled chicken meal. And the mod group that you might create for this based off of your menu is choose two sides. And so the sides that they're able to choose from, let's say for this example, are apple, coleslaw, house salad, french fries, and sweet potatoes. And you would indicate that the minimum is 2 and the maximum is 2. So when a user gets to the window where they're selecting their options, they can select apple and house salad or coleslaw and french fries, but they can't select more than 2 and they can't select less than 2. So these are great examples because not only can these groups be applied to multiple products, but they also require and limit the customer to a specific number of options. You can also choose not to have any minimum or maximum as well. That's not required. And the customer can choose for, like in the last example, the way they want their burger cooked, and here they can choose a side. So now that we have a general idea of the difference between the two, we can start creating our first modifiers and our first modifier groups. Okay, now that we've reviewed some basics, let's create our first product with loose modifiers. To keep things simple, I'm going to work off the example at the beginning of this video. The first product we're going to create is the grilled chicken salad. So let's create a new item, and we're going to call this the grilled chicken salad. I'm going to put this under the category salads. Let's do restaurant sales tax, and let's say this is $14.99. We're going to scroll down to manage modifiers, and right here you see that it says add new. Press add new, and this is where you start to add your loose modifiers. So as mentioned earlier in the video, we said we're going to add extra croutons, 50, extra blue cheese, call that 50, and then the other ones were no croutons, no dressing, and I think we said sub-Italian dressing. And it's really that simple. Adding loose modifiers, you can just delete them and modify them whenever you want. So let's delete that. But let's add that back, sub-Italian dressing. And then you just scroll down and you press save changes. And now you have your product with the loose modifiers. Next, let's review modifier groups. Keep in mind that these are ideal for products that might share the same modifiers or for products that limit the user to a certain number, a minimum or maximum number of modifiers. While in the items view, press the modifier groups button in the upper right hand side. And as you can see, we don't have any modifier groups set yet, so let's press new item up top. And we're going to call this group meat temp. And we're going to set the minimum to 1 and the maximum to 1 as well. And we're going to go ahead and add those modifiers that we talked about earlier. So the rare, medium, rare, and so forth. So rare, medium, rare, medium, medium, well, Alright, and once you do that, press Save Changes. And that is how you create modifier groups. So now that we've created our first modifier group, we want to apply that to a product. So let's go back to View Products up top. I'm going to choose burgers. And here we have, I went ahead and created this deluxe bacon burger just for the sake of this video. So we press edit, it's already assigned to a category, tax class, has its price. So we're going to scroll down and to manage modifiers, and you can see that there are multiple modifier group drop-down menus. We don't have any applied, so we just go ahead and select our first group. So meet temp, and that is how you apply the first one. Now let's say there are a bunch of them and you grab the wrong one. You can select the other one, or if you just want to remove it, all you have to do is select none. Let's just leave it at meet temp. And so it's important to note that you can have both loose modifiers and modifier groups assigned to a product. I'll add extra bacon. Let's say it's 50 cents. And let's say no bun. And that doesn't cost anyone extra. And then you just press Save Changes. And so now you have a product that has both a modifier group and loose modifiers applied to it. So just press Close, and there you go. So the changes you made in the products and in the modifier groups are automatically reflected in the POS. So this is the browser-based version of the POS, but the idea and the experience is still the same. So I am going to, let's look first at our burgers. So here we have our deluxe bacon burger. You're going to press that add to cart icon, and in this pop-up window, you're going to see the loose modifiers at the bottom. And then at the top, you're going to see your different groups, and they're always going to be closed, so you can just press open, and that'll expand that drop-down menu. And here we have meet temp, and we have the minimum and maximum indicated, and here you can add. But if you try to add another one, you get an error message. Just press OK, so let's remove that. And then we have our loose modifiers, and you can add and remove those. You're not restricted as far as that's concerned. So let's go ahead and remove that. And then we're also going to take a look just real quick at the salad we made. So our grilled chicken salad. You press that add to cart icon, and here you have all your loose modifiers. And we don't have anything that says that we need to select from a group, as we did not assign a modifier group to this particular product. And so you can just select no modifiers or close. And that is how you add modifiers, those loose modifiers, those modifier groups, and that's how it's going to be displayed in the POS. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and for more information on other features, visit docs.acadiapos.com.